Gradual macam ni. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Venerable Mahasangha and devotees, and our Rukswami also. Today, in this evening, we are going to discuss a discourse from Numerical Discourses, Anguttara Nikaya, 6th part. The name of this discourse is Tayo Dhamma Sutta. The discourse about the Dhamma of set of three. Tayo Dhamma means? Yes, Dhamma about set of three. When we consider about learning, we learn a lot of things in this life. We learn about science and about social science, political science, about language, about mathematics, about a lot of things we learn. But at the end of our lifetime, let's suppose there may be a large number of books near our bed. But at that last moment, can we get an understanding about this life by reading those books? No. We have to leave all the books and we don't care about those books. Not only that, but when we are living, we know that our knowledge is not enough to deal with this society. Our knowledge is all gone. And so we have to learn again and again. But that learning also will come to an end in an unbeneficial way. But here about this Dhamma, if someone can learn this Dhamma, then step by step he will be a new person. He will collect a new thing to his mind from each word. Because in any language or in any subject, no one can learn about these things. Because all these teachings, all this Dhamma is about our life. Can you understand? Without understanding the real situation of this life, no one can achieve the real satisfaction in this life. That is the reason that they forget all the teachings at the end of their life. But if someone was trying to cultivate this Dhamma in his mind, he will not be an alone person. He is a developed person, step by step. He will be developed by working morality with this Dhamma. Then when he considers about his life, about his past days, then he will be very happy about his life. Oh, I have followed these precepts. I have abstained from killing beings. I have abstained from stealing. I have abstained from sexual misconduct. I have abstained from lying. I have abstained from taking intoxicants, taking drugs. Blameless life. Then, when he considered about his life, as he was trying to develop this Dhamma in his life, then he will understand, oh, now I am trying to control my thoughts. I have been trying to control my anger and desire, craving. I have been trying to control those things. Now my mind is a peaceful mind, concentrated mind. Then he will be very happy. It doesn't matter. Though he has a number of books with him, he has that knowledge in his mind. So he doesn't need to bring books to next world. He will not worry. He has read his life story with this Dhamma. He has that knowledge. Then his virtue is okay, concentration is okay, then wisdom. When he considers about his life, what about my wisdom? Wisdom means the knowledge to understand the impermanent nature of impermanent things. When he considers about his life, then he will understand, oh, I have that ability to understand the impermanence of this changing world. Then he will not cry. And when he considers about his life, then he will understand, oh, I have the knowledge to chase for suffering things. Then he will understand, I have the wisdom to understand the selfless nature of these things. He will not go to control those things. He knows that though I go to control those things, I can't get so. Because it's a phenomenal thing in this world. Can you understand? At the end of our life, basically as ordinary beings, then we will regret about number of people in this world. They will regret about their life. The reason is they have to give up all the luxury things, children and houses, vehicles, money and all those things. Then their children will come to that person and ask him not to go. But as a wise person, if someone tries to follow this Dhamma, then he will advise to children. Don't cry. Don't cry, child. Don't cry, son. Don't cry, daughter. This is the nature of this life. As Supreme Buddha understood, I have that wisdom. Don't worry about me. I will not be reborn in a lower world. I have been developing my wisdom to understand the reality of this life. So I have that opportunity to be reborn in the heavenly world and to develop this path to achieve the ultimate deliverance. Don't worry. Don't cry. That is the satisfied life. Can you understand? Yes. So we are very, very lucky because of this very, very rare human life and very, very rare this Dhamma. Okay. Can you remember the name of this sutta? Tayo Dhamma. Tayo means about tree. So this Dhamma is about sets of trees. Very, very excellent ability to teach Dhamma of our great teacher. Our great teacher Supreme Buddha uses so many examples, similes, so many stories to explain this real situation in this life with great compassion. Can you understand? Yes. That's why Supreme Buddha explains this Dhamma is for the wise, not for the unwise. That is the qualification. That qualification should be with you. What is that qualification? Wisdom. If someone is wise in this world, this is the Dhamma to be understood. Otherwise, it is useless, that wisdom. If someone has the effort, this is the Dhamma to its striving. If someone has the mindfulness, this is the Dhamma to establish mindfulness, to understand the real nature. Then, as his own experience, then he will understand this Dhamma through his own life. No one can teach him. He has selected his teacher. Now he knows the teacher's knowledge. Who is that teacher? Sattha me Bhagava. My teacher is Supreme Buddha. In this way he will think, my teacher is a complete teacher with knowledge, fully enlightened. Nothing is there to understand again. Everything has been understood. In this way, he is very clear about his path. Now, with virtue, concentration and wisdom, what is he following? Noble Eightfold Path. Noble Eightfold Path means the path leading to the cessation of suffering. It is a noble truth. It was discovered by Supreme Buddha. Noble truth. It is there. It is here in this world, but without appearance of Buddha, no one can understand about that noble path. That's why they are seeking for satisfaction by following so many ways. That's the reality of that path. Today we can listen to that about that path. All these discourses are about that noble eightfold path. Okay. Then Buddha begins the discourse in this way. Tayo me bhikkhave dhamma lokena samvijjeyum if or once three things were not to be found in this world, na tathagato loke uppajjaye, Arahant Samma Sambuddha. Tathagata, the Arahant, the fully enlightened one, would not appear. Can you understand? How many things? Three things. If three things were not to be found in this world, the Tathagata, the Arahant, the fully enlightened one, would not appear in this world. Na Tathagata pavedito dhammainyo loke ditte. Nor would that Dhamma and discipline would not shine in this world. Can you understand the topic of this discourse? Okay. Katamo tayo. What are these three things? Can you think? When you think about three things, you will think a lot of three things. There are a lot of sets of threes. But this is about the appearance of a Buddha. Jaticha, Jaracha, Marana. Birth, old age, and death. Since these three things are to be found in this world, so the Tathagata, the Arahant, the enlightened one, appears in this world, and his teachings shines in this world. This is an expression of, again, the Tathagata, Supreme Buddha. Now, can you understand? Now we have birth, isn't it? Yeah. And we have old age. We are aging. Can you understand? And we have death. We have to face for death. Now can you understand the priority to be given in this life? Because of these three things, the Supreme Buddha appears in this world. Did we ask the help from Supreme Buddha? Because this is our own problem, isn't it? Our own problem is this. We are aging and we are dying. We have to die. We have to abandon all the things. Not only that, we have to be reborn again. That is birth. We don't know where we have to be reborn. But if someone follows this Dhamma, then he will know where will I be reborn. But most of these beings in this world, they haven't that knowledge. Though people wish to be reborn in a good world, Supreme Buddha explains, people cannot get so. Why? He proves in this way. If it is so, it is very easy. All people there, they have only one thing. Why? What? They have to ask. They have to wish to be reborn in the heavenly world. It is useless to follow precepts, useless to control thoughts, useless to control unwholesome things, useless to cultivate wholesome things. It is useless to develop wisdom. Isn't it? Everyone can do whatever he thinks. They can kill, they can steal, they can engage in sexual misconduct, they can say lies, they can drink, they can go fishing, hunting, and they can enjoy this life as they wish. Nothing to be afraid. Only thing is we have to ask for a heavenly birth. Do we have wisdom to understand that one? Supreme Buddha proves that one. There is a path to escape from lower world. There is a path to escape from hell. There is a path to escape from animals' world. There is a path to escape from God's world. You have to follow that path. That's why your human life is very, very rare. This is the teaching from Buddha. That's why your mindfulness, your own effort, your own wisdom is very, very important. Supreme Buddha gives this life to our hand. Can you understand? There is a path to be reborn in a heavenly world. Use your own effort, own mindfulness, own wisdom. You have to follow that path. Can you understand? Yes. We must try to understand this one. Otherwise, it is not a thing to think as wise person. Only by a wish, if he can get the pleasure or happiness. Can you understand? Yes. Okay, then can you remember those three things? What's the first one? Jati, birth. Second one, Jara, aging. Maran, death. Okay, these are the three things. Then, Supreme Buddha explains, now we have that problem, isn't it? We are in that case. We have those only not only one thing, but we have those three problems. We have the problem of birth, we have the problem of birth in lower world, maybe in animals world, in next life. We have the danger. And we have the danger of aging. We have the danger of death. This is the answer to escape from our problem. Then Supreme Buddha explains, without abandoning three things, one is unable to abandon birth, old age and death. Again, there are three things. There are three things. Can you understand? Okay. What are those three things? What is the importance of those three things? Without abandoning those three things, we will not be able to abandon we will not be able to abandon birth, old age and death. Do you like to escape from birth? Do you like to escape from aging? Do you like to escape from death? But though you wish, you can't do so. Because there are three things. Can you understand? Okay, what are those three things? Raga, dosa, moha. Yes, without abandoning passion, hatred and delusion, one is unable to abandon birth, old age and death. Can you understand? Okay. Now, those we have the passion, desire. What is the desire? Desire to see forms, beautiful forms, to hear sweet voices, to smell odors, to taste flavors, to touch tangible. Don't we have that desire? We have. Again we have that. We are in that problem, in that puzzle. Then, and what about anger? We have that anger also, hatred, ill will, such a mind, moha, delusion. Do we have the knowledge about this world? No, that's why we have to cry, we have to worry, we have to suffer. If you had a knowledge about this life, then we will not be, we will not suffer about all the things. Then we will face for every situation. Arhat, the fully liberated one, if someone understood this Dhamma completely, he has a quality, it's called Thadi. He can face for any situation without arising passion, hatred and delusion in his mind. That is the real peaceful mind. This is the ultimate target of this path. We must know about that one. We have to suffer because of our own desires, isn't it? Our own desires. We were running and now we are aging. And aging, when we think about our past life, nothing. It's like a dream, isn't it? This is the nature of that desire. That desire will not give you anything, only the unsatisfaction. Okay. Then, but without abandoning again three things, one is unable to abandon passion, hatred and delusion. Can you understand? Now, Supreme Buddha is discovering a route, step by step. Otherwise, do we know these things? No, we can't even think about these things. What are these three things? To abandon passion, hatred and delusion? What are these three things? Sakkaya Ditthi, personality view. Vicikicca, doubt. Silabbata paramasa, rituals and observances. These are the three things. Now let's try to understand this one. So in this world, what is the reason to the passion, hatred and delusion of this mind? Because they haven't abandoned personality view, doubt, rituals and observances. Now we have passion, hatred and delusion. Do we know the reason? Why can't, now we think, oh, if I had a mind without passion, hatred and delusion, though we think so, there is a reason. Can you understand? Okay, Sakkaya Ditthi. Listen very carefully, this is very important. Sakkaya Ditthi means personality view. Personality view means Supreme Buddha understood this life as 5 parts. How many parts? 5 parts. First part is form. This physical form. This is the first part. Second one is feelings. Rupa, Vedana, feelings in this life. Now you can investigate about this life. This is about our own life. This is not about Buddhist life. This is not about Sri Lankans. This is not about Canadians. This is not about Indians. This is about all human beings. Then there is a part. This life is called perception, sanya. Can you understand? Again, there is a part in this life. It is called formation, sankhara. Again, there is a part in this world, consciousness. Can you understand? How many parts are there? 5. These are called 5 aggregates of clinging. Form, aggregate of clinging. Feeling, aggregate of clinging. Perception, aggregate of clinging. Formation, aggregate of clinging. Consciousness, aggregate of clinging. This is the life. Can you think about that one? Form aggregate of clinging means this form. What's form? With these head hairs, body hair, skin, teeth, bone, this kidneys, this blood, urine, saliva. This is physical body, isn't it? Here Sakkaya Ditthi or personality view means here someone considers this physical form, this form, material form, derived from four great elements, from earth element, hard things earth element, liquid, water element, then fire element and air element. These are the things in this physical body. If someone considers this form, this body as self, as himself, as mind, it is personality. Can you understand? Is it a delusion? Delusion. How can we think like that? This mind? What is that ownership? This is the thing. We think that we can control this body because this is mind. But we cannot get so. This is not mind. Can you understand? That's why we have to face for illness. We have to face for aging. Otherwise we can get it. If this life is mine, oh, my body should be like this and shouldn't be like this, we can get it. Personality view is this delusion. Can you understand? Then the perception, feeling aggregate of clinging means in this life there are feelings, pleasant, unpleasant and neutral feelings. Personality view means that ignorant person, he considers these feelings are mine. These feelings are myself. That's why when the pleasant feeling is changing, he cries. He thinks this pleasant feeling is mine. It should be with me. Can you understand? This is the personality. Can you understand? But as the physical body derives from great elements, those great elements are impermanent. So the body is impermanent. The ignorant person hasn't that knowledge. He considers only about the beauty, but he cannot get it. Then about feelings. Those feelings are dependent on content. When the contents are changing, feelings are changing. We cannot control. Can you understand this thing? When the pleasant contents are there, then the pleasant feelings will be there. Contact means, yes, when you see a form, then there is a meeting there. I, form, I consciousness. This is called contact. Because of this contact, then the feeling arises. When you see other direction, contact will be changed. Then the feeling will be changed. You can get that experience as our teacher explained. Can you understand in this way about feelings? This is the reason to our passion, hatred and delusion. Then we will not be able to escape from birth, old age and death. Because if there is a birth somewhere, definitely we will have to die. Only answer is understanding about this one. Can you understand? Okay, then perception means sanya. We perceive things, form, sound, smell, taste, tangibles, thoughts. When we perceive these things, that ignorant person considers these perceiving things are mine. these perceiving things are myself. So he is going to control those things. This is personality. Can you understand? But Supreme Buddha understood all the perceptions, form perception, sound perception, and all perceptions are dependent on contact. Can you understand? The information, thoughts, cetana, volition. Volitions are also impermanent. When you see a form, then one formation, form formation. But then it will be changed when you hear a sound. Can you understand? Then consciousness, eye consciousness, ear consciousness, nose consciousness, tongue consciousness, body consciousness, and mind consciousness of mind. These are the things. So, in an ordinary life, always there is the view of self. There is an eternal person in this life. There is an eternal self in this impermanent body, he considers. And there is an eternal person who experiences these feelings, personality. There is a person here perceiving these things as self, he considers. Can you understand? This is personality.
This idea that form, perceptions are not mine is a little bit difficult because you feel like you can control these. So you feel that they are yours and they cannot belong to anyone else. So you feel they are yours. But is it that they are not ours because they are not ours permanently?
Yes, not ours means we cannot control.
Yes.
That's the meaning of
not
not
ours.
ours.
Forever. They will always be
Changing. Because they are dependent on causes. Those causes are impermanent.
The ours is changing.
Yes, with the cessation of those causes, then effects will be changed. That's the thing.
We cannot cling to them as if they are ours.
That's the thing. But we have cling. That's the thing. That's why those are called five aggregates of clinging. Okay? Because of this personal view, there is a huge danger in this life, in the ordinary life. Supreme Buddha explains this is the obstacle, this is the barrier, that because of this barrier, these beings will not be able to escape from lower worlds. To escape from bad worlds, we have to eradicate that personal view. How to eradicate that personal view? We have to understand cause and effect system. Then we will understand there is an internal self here. Only causes and effects. That's why we are very, very lucky. If you can eradicate causes, then the effects will be ceased. Can you understand? Then third one, doubts. Doubt means vicikitsa. Doubt means about past. From where did I come to this world? Doubt. And doubt about future. To where will I go from this life? Doubt. About present. Doubt. Who am I? From where did I come? Doubt. But with the understanding of cause and effect system, understanding of dependent origination, one will eradicate those doubts. Can you understand? Then rules and rituals and observers of needs, without understanding the real path to escape from suffering, they practice so many things. Can you understand? There are some aesthetic practices, and I have a number of examples about in Sinhala people. But I don't know about, you know about a horoscope. They believe a horoscope. They think that all the things they have faced because of the horoscope. Yes. But it is not the reason as Buddha understood. The reason is your own karma, your own actions. If the actions are good, the result will be good. Horoscope is clinging. Then you will not be able to escape from samsara. If someone has that view, can you understand? And there are so many worshippings and so many things.
Animal sacrifices.
Yeah, sacrifices and those. All those things, okay, you can. Except following noble eightfold path, all other things are called rituals and observances as a clinging. Now think about this one. People think this is the way to escape from suffering. Thinking in this way, they have claimed to that those observances and rituals. But it is the same obstacle that will not help to escape from suffering. They are dragged to suffering again and again. Very, very dangerous situation. We have to spread the compassion and loving kindness to all beings. We must be a noble friend to others. We must, as possible as we can, we must try to give this message. Because if someone has wisdom, definitely you can understand this cause and effect system. Then three things. Can you remember? Is it clear? Okay, this is the thing you understand. Then, without abandoning, without the knowledge about dependent origination, cause and effect system, people have that personality, isn't it? Doubt and rituals and observances. Yes. Then Supreme Buddha explains, without abandoning three things, one is unable to abandon personality, doubt, and rituals and observances. Can you understand? What are these three? Ayoniso manasikaram, unwise consideration. Kummagga sevana, following wrong path. Think about this one. Next one, chetaso vinasa, drowsiness of mind. These are the three things. Unwise consideration means? Yes, they think unwisely. They consider not in the proper way. Ignorance is there. With ignorant mind, they consider. That's the reason. So, with this thinking again and again, the personality will be grown. Can you understand? Yes. Then, they are following the wrong path. They are following so many things. They are practicing so many things. Can you understand? Then always the mind is not a pleasant mind. Drowsiness in the mind. Very dark mind. Can you understand? Think about the discovery, about this knowledge of Supreme Buddha. Like a scientist, isn't it? Yes, he all the things he discovers, all the things. Then, can you remember those three things? Yes. Again, Supreme Buddha explains, without abandoning three things, one is unable to abandon unwise consideration, following wrong path, and drowsiness. Okay. What are these three? Mutta Satcha. unmindfulness, inability to establish mindfulness. Now listen these things, and these things, all these things are in our life. That is the thing. But though we listen to those things, we can't even remember those things. But these are the things in our life, but we can't even remember. That's called ignorance. But these are the things handling us. That's why always suffering is there. Then asampajayana, unawareness. Then mental distraction. Distraction means?
Concentrate.
Yes, always roving here and there. This is a reason to what? To unwise consideration, following wrong path, and drowsiness. Can you remember? This Supreme again explains, without abandoning three things, one is unable to abandon unmindfulness, unawareness. You can remember. Just I mentioned. Next one. Mental distraction. Okay? Listen very carefully. Status of Vikshepa. Okay, then again Supreme Buddha explains, without abandoning three things, now if we can find the root, then step by step we can come to the answer. Without abandoning three things, one is unable to abandon what? Unmindfulness, unawareness, mental distraction. Is it clear? What are these three things? Ariyananda, that means dislike to see noble ones. Can you understand? Then dislike to listen to that noble teaching. Then fault finding mind. Uparamba citta. Can you understand? They don't like to see noble ones. Noble ones means Buddha and followers of Buddha. Because of they don't know the things to think. The things to think. That's why next one comes. What is that? Unmindfulness. They think in wrong way. That's called unmindfulness. Can you remember? Then they do not like to listen to that Dhamma. They blame to that Dhamma. But that Dhamma is about our life. Think about ignorance. Then though they listen to that Dhamma, they want to find a fault. They come to listen to that Dhamma. Then they are listening very carefully. What is the point? He misses point. Then he catches that point and then goes back. Then he will blame. Uparamba citta, fault finding mind. Can you remember? Okay. Without knowing these things, how can we escape from passion, hatred and illusion? How can we escape from birth, old age and death? These are the things. Is it easy or difficult? Maybe easy. It's up to your own wisdom. This is not difficult. Because we have that wisdom, isn't it? Otherwise, wisdom is not with animals. Wisdom is with human beings. Wisdom is for human beings and devas. Then let's try. Now what are those three things? Dislike to see noble ones, next one. Dislike to listen to noble teachings, next one. fault-finding mind. Okay? Now, without abandoning three things, one is unable to abandon dislike to see noble work, dislike to listen to noble teachings, and fault-finding mind. What are these three? First one, uddhacha, conceit. Mana, conceit. Yes. Now can you understand the process? Because of his conceit, he doesn't like to worship to noble ones and doesn't like to go to listen to his teachings. What? Because of what? Conceit. He thinks my knowledge is the one and only truth. Anything is wrong. Because of conceit. Think about the danger. How to help these people? Then, because without knowing, okay, let's suppose like this, Supreme Buddha explains, only by oral tradition, only by listening, don't come to a conclusion that this is correct, anything this is wrong. Why? You have heard something, so then you come to a conclusion, this is right, this is the truth. But there is another truth, not the truth. There is not another, there is the truth, that is another one. But you haven't heard that. So how do you come to a conclusion? Only by using your knowledge. Can you understand? This is the thing. So we have to eradicate conceit totally. We have to be very, very humble. Open-minded, open-hearted. Can you understand? Then next one, unrestrained, asangvara. Unrestrained. Yes, that means asangvara. Unrestrained means, now think about this one. Those people who unrestrained people, they do they like to go to the virtuous person? No. Think about the root in the mind. Then immorality. Third one. Can you understand? These are the three things. Then Supreme Buddha explains, without abandoning three things, one is unable to abandon conceit, unrestrained, and immorality. What are these three things? Now if you have conceit and unrestrained and immorality, then this is the reason to those three factors. This thing is not in any book. Can you understand? Only this. In any person, in America, in Japan, in China, in any place, if someone has mind, if someone's mind, if there is the conceit and unrestrained and immorality, this is the reason. What is the reason? The three things are asadhya, lack of confidence, unpleasant mind about truth. Yes. Lack of confidence, then avadanyata, dislike to listen to others. This is the reason to conceit. Then with compassion and loving kindness, when a friend comes to some person to advise that person, no, I don't want advice. What is this one? Dislike to listen to others. Only the conceit is with him. Then he will be reborn in the bad world with that conceit. But he enjoys with that conceit. He doesn't know. This is the ignorance. Then Third one, laziness. Laziness. Causality. Think about this discovery of mind. Number of things are in this mind. This is like a, factory, isn't it? So many productions. But the result of all this production is suffering. All these unwholesome factors. We don't know those things. We are pouring fertilizers to those things, isn't it? Now we have the opportunity to cut off all the things. Then, what are those three things? Lack of confidence. Next one. Dislike to listen to others. Next one. Laziness. Without abandoning three things, one is unable to abandon these three things. What are these three things? Yes. Lack of confidence and dislike to listen to others, then laziness. These are the three things. Without abandoning these three things, one is unable to abandon those things. First one, unfriendliness. Another. Unfriendliness. Can you understand? Unfriendliness. That's why he doesn't like to listen to others. Unfriendly mind. If someone has a friendly mind, then he will listen to others. Because he will think, oh, this person comes to help me. So I want to listen to that person. What is that one? Friendliness. Can you understand? Second one, very, very important. Those aspects. Unobedience. Yes, stubbornness and unobedience. Is that okay? Then, now think about this one. Third one, Pāpamita, bad friend. Can you understand? Let's suppose a child. If he associates with bad friends, does he listen to parents? No. Unobedience, second one is coming. Does he friendly? Is he friendly to mother and father? No. He doesn't want to be obedient to parents because of association of bad friends. Can you understand? All these things you can get the experience. Don't go so far. Think about your family. Okay? Think about your friends. Then these are things. Okay? Then Supreme Light says, without abandoning three things, one is unable to abandon. Though you like your sons and daughters to be obedient, without abandoning these three things, you are unable to. Develop those qualities in your sons and daughters' mind. Can you understand? This is the subject you must learn, isn't it? Yes. This is the course you must follow about all the family problems. These are the solutions. Not for the family problems, but for the samsara problems. To escape from cycle of birth and death. Okay? What are these three things? So what are the things to be abandoned? Unfriendliness, unobedience, bad things. These are the three things. First one, ahirika, shamelessness. Shamelessness to do bad things. Can you understand? If someone associates with bad friends, he will not have any shame to control bad things. Yes, association of bad friends. Then second one, fearlessness to do bad things because of association of bad things. Next one, negligence. Aman, negligence. He hasn't the effort to cultivate good things. Can you understand? When someone associates with bad friends, he is a negligent person. If he thinks, oh, I am doing very, very bad things, I have to be diligent. If in this way, if he thinks, he can escape. He can go to the association of good friends. Here, Papamissam or bad friends means the friends who doesn't know about Buddha, doesn't know about noble teaching, doesn't know about precepts, doesn't know about those friends who don't know about concentration, wisdom and Four Noble Truths, these friends. How do you think about those friends? Quantity?
Vast majority.
Majority in this world. Because we must know about those Four Noble Truths. Those are noble truths, common to all beings. Okay. Then Supreme explains in this way, being negligent he cannot abandon. Okay, there is a person here with he is a shameless person and fearless person. Okay? Yeah, you think about this. Huh? Then, being negligent, he cannot abandon. What are those things? Yes. Unfriendliness, unobedience, and bad friends. Because of what? Negligence. Can you understand? Yes. Then next one. Having bad friends, he cannot abandon. Lack of confidence, dislike to listen to others, and laziness. Is it clear? Next one, Supreme explains. Being lazy, he cannot abandon what? Conceit, unrestrained, immorality. Because of laziness. Can you understand? Then, being immoral, he cannot abandon what? Dislike to see noble ones, dislike to hear noble teachings, and then fault finding mentality. Because of what? Yes, immoral. Being immoral. Next one. Being a fault finder, Supreme explains, being a fault finder, he cannot abandon what? Unmindfulness, unawareness. Next one. Mental distraction. Next one. Having a distracted mind, he cannot abandon unwise consideration. Next one. Following wrong path. Next. Drowsiness of mind. Okay. Then, with a drowsy mind, he cannot abandon what? Can you remember those things? This is very, very important. With what? Drowsy mind. With a drowsy mind, one is he cannot abandon personality view, doubt, rituals and observances. Because mind is a drowsy. The peacefulness or joy is not there. Then we have the answers. Then, with a doubtful mind, he cannot abandon passion, hatred, and delusion. Then, so ragam appaya, dosam appaya, moham appaya. Without giving up passion, hatred, and delusion, abhabbo jatim pahatu. He cannot abandon birth, old age, and death. This is the question. This is the question, or this is the problem. Now you have been listening so many discourses for these weeks. Can you remember the nature of all discourses? First part of the discourse explains the problem. What's the reason? We don't know even the problem. Okay? Then he clear out all the things. Okay, problem. Then answer. Yes, those are the causes. Okay. Then the answer. By abandoning three things, one is able to. This is a good side, white side. That is dark side, black side. Can you remember? Okay, but don't worry. Buddhism or the teachings of Buddha is not about all suffering, but it's about escaping from suffering. Why don't we think that way, that side? Because Supreme Buddha escaped from suffering. All the Arahats escape from suffering. Number of disciples escape from suffering. Yes. They understood suffering. Without talking about suffering, how can they understood? Try to understand this very clearly. Suffering, first noble truth should be understood. Origin of suffering should be eradicated. Cessation of suffering should be attained. Path leading to cessation of suffering should be followed. But someone says that in these Western countries, don't say about suffering. Don't say about suffering. They don't know about suffering. They are very happy. Don't say about suffering. How can they understand suffering as a noble truth without listening? This is very, very unlucky situation. All wise persons should listen about the noble truth of suffering. Then they will think to understand the suffering. Okay? Then by abandoning three things, one is able to abandon birth, old age, and death. What are these three? Yes, passion. Three means love. Here raga. Raga means passion. Passion, hatred, and delusion. Is it clear? By abandoning passion, hatred, and delusion, we are very lucky. We will be able to escape from birth, old age, and death. This is the thing. With passion, hatred, and delusion, how can we escape from death, aging, and birth? No one can help us. We can help us, ourselves. Okay? Then Supreme Buddha explains, by abandoning three things, one is able to abandon passion, hatred, and delusion. What are those things? These are the three things. Sakkaya, by abandoning personality view, doubt, and rituals and observance. By abandoning those things. To abandon personality view, we must develop our wise consideration, our wisdom to understand the real nature of this physical body. It's a meditation. We must think about our body. In this body, there are head hairs, body hair, skin, blood, teeth, bones. In this way, we must develop our wisdom. Then step by step, our mind will be okay to understand the real nature of this body. Can you understand? To abandon personal view, we must try to understand the real nature of impermanent feelings. Can you understand? Then, can you remember those five aggregates of thinking? Thought, feeling, perception, formation, consciousness. We must try to understand real nature of these five things. Okay, then the doubt, other practices will be eradicated from our mind. All these things are in our mind. That's why these are very important. Can you understand? At the end of our lifetime, we will abandon this physical body, but these things are in our mind. We will go to next birth. Yes, by hanging all these parts with large box. Then we will open in next life. Okay? So then Supreme Buddha explains, by abandoning three things, one is able to abandon personal view, doubt, rituals and observance. These are the three things. Now can you give the answers? What are the things we must abandon to abandon personal view and those three things? These are the three things too. Yes, because of unwise consideration we think about this body as beautiful and about attractive. It is unwise consideration. So we have abandoned unwise consideration and we have to develop what? Wise consideration. Then following the correct path. Then we have to abandon drowsiness of mind. Then by abandoning three things, one is able to abandon unwise consideration, following wrong path, and then drowsiness of mind. What are these three things? Yes, by abandoning unmindfulness. To abandon unmindfulness, what should be there? Mindfulness about body, feeling and those things. Then by abandoning unawareness, we have to develop awareness to understand things according to the teaching. Then by abandoning mental distraction. Then Supreme Buddha explains, by abandoning three things, one is able to abandon unmindfulness, unawareness, mental distraction. What is the first one? We have to abandon dislike to see noble ones. We must associate with noble ones. Then we have to abandon dislike to listen to noble teachings. We have to listen to that teaching. Then step by step qualities will be there. Knowledge will be there. Then we have to abandon fault finding mind. They have to see the mind to understand. Cannot remember? Yes. Now Supreme Buddha is not in the world. He attained Parinibbana. He attained ultimate deliverance. But because of his great compassion, he gave this Dhamma to us. So why don't we listen to that one? This is to escape from suffering to ourselves. This is about our suffering. Can you understand? So we must listen to that teaching. Can you understand? Okay, next one. We have to abandon what? Fault finding mind. That's one. Next one. By abandoning three things, one is able to abandon dislike to see noble ones, dislike to listen to noble teachings, and fault finding mind. What are these three things? Can you remember now? Yes, by abandoning conceit, unrestrained, immorality. Then, by abandoning three things, now these One is able. Don't worry. You are able, we are able. Think in positive way. Because at the end of this journey, at the end of this understanding, what is the result? Abandoning age, birth, old age and death. This is the answer for our question. Then, by abandoning these three things, by abandoning lack of confidence, by abandoning dislike to listen to others, by abandoning laziness. One is able to abandon the laziness. Next one, by abandoning three things, one is able to abandon lack of confidence, dislike to listen to others, and laziness. These are the three things. Another area. By abandoning unfriendliness, we have to have a friendly mind to others, to listen to others. Then, those chastata, by abandoning unobedience. What did you say that word? Disobedience. No, next one. You say stubborn. Okay, you bring by easily, okay? Disobedience. Next one, by abandoning bad friends. It is useless though you have number of bad friends, but it is very useful if you have one good friend. Okay? A good friend means noble friend, kalyan mitra. The friends who teach Four Noble Truths and the way to escape from suffering and samsara, cycle of birth and death. If you can meet one friend, you are very lucky. Very, very rare in this world. Noble friends are very, very rare. I don't know about the situation in Canada. I think we can count very, very rare noble friends. The friends who know about Four Noble Truths. No Four Noble Truths. When you consider about the world, very, very rare. Very, very rare. Think about your human life. How much are you okay? Then, by abandoning three things, one is able to abandon unfriendliness, disobedience, bad friends. One is able. By abandoning shamelessness to bad things, by abandoning fearlessness to do bad things, by abandoning negligence, pamada. Okay. Then Supreme Buddha explains, there is a person, he is, yes, that means shame to do bad things, and he is very fear, and he is afraid to do bad things. Okay? So then, being diligent, Supreme Buddha explains, being diligent, you can abandon, you can abandon unfriendliness, disobedience, then bad friends. So what is that quality? You have to be diligent. You have to use now your power. Can you remember? This is very, very like like a discovery, like a process. You have to use your weapons and all these things. Here, weapons means knowledge about Dhamma. It is the weapon. Then, having noble friends. Then you have to have noble friends. Having noble friends, to the extent you can abandon. You have to give the answer. Because we are reading these things every day. What is the thing you can abandon? lack of confidence, then dislike to listen to others, laziness. Then you are able keeping these things in your mind. Then being energetic, you are able to abandon conceit, then so how do you go to abandon these things? You don't know. Yes, being energetic, you can abandon. Here the word uddhacca, conceit, then unrestrained immorality. Okay? Yeah. Next one. Being virtuous, you can abandon. Dislike to see noble things, then dislike to listen noble teaching, then fault finding mind. Being virtuous. Next one. Not being a fault finder. Is it clear? You are able to abandon unmindfulness, unawareness, then mental distraction. Now you have an examination. You have to face for it. Okay. Then next one, having an undistracted mind, you are able to abandon unwise consideration, following wrong path, then drowsiness of mind. Is it clear? Then having a joyful mind is very important. How can you achieve a joyful mind? Pamodya. By learning this Dhamma. When you learn this Dhamma, then the joy will come to your mind. Oh, such a knowledge I can get from this Dhamma. Oh, now I can face for this situation. I know the situation here. I can understand the real nature of these feelings. I don't want to cling to these feelings. Then the joy will arise. Can you understand? Having a joyful mind, you are able to eradicate, you are able to abandon personality view, doubt, clinging to rules and practices, rituals. Can you understand? So when you have a joyful mind, then you will consider wisely as they actually are. Then wise consideration will be developed. Is it clear? Okay, then being free from doubt, with clear knowledge, you can abandon. Supreme Buddha explains, you can abandon passion, hatred and delusion. There should be a clear knowledge about the process of origin of suffering, process of cessation of suffering, and the path you must follow. There should be clear knowledge. And you should have a knowledge about your past lives. Or in the past also there was the origin of this cause and effect system. That's why I was there in the past. Maybe in the animal world, in the hell, in ghost world. And if I do not strive to understand this Four Noble Truths, then my future will be there. I'll have to be reborn again and again. Then very clear. Then you will think, oh, this is the thing I must give the priority to solve. Within having abandoned passion, then hatred and illusion, Babbo Jati Mahatu. Definitely you will be able to abandon birth. This is a noble truth, common to all. What is the noble truth? Having abandoned what? Passion, hatred and delusion, one is able to, and you are able to abandon birth, old age and death. It is like this. In this world, let's suppose like this, there is a person, he doesn't want to abandon birth, he doesn't think, he doesn't wish, but he tries to abandon passion, hatred and delusion. Though he doesn't wish, he will escape from birth. This is the nature of cause and effect system. Can you understand? Yes. Supreme explains that one. There is a hen and there are, let's suppose there are 8 or 10 eggs. That hen, it doesn't think to that my how to call those? Yes, those chicks should come break through the shell. It doesn't think in that way, but he protects. It protects all the eggs very carefully. Yes, and then Supreme explains, though it doesn't think in the proper time, chicks will come out. This is life, this thing. Okay, so this is about Dhamma. Dhamma about sets of 3. How many sets are there now? 3 sets? 10. 10 sets of 3. 30 factors. Think about 30 factors in your mind. This is the book now you have to read. Okay? So but if you think to read this book, then the result will be the real happiness. Escape from birth, from all worlds and aging and death. Do you like to have that result? So you have to start from the beginning. What is the beginning? Association of good friends. And to associate good friends, then if you can have a fearful mind to do bad things and fearful mind to bad things, then the noble friends will help you. This is the initial point. If you can come to this point, association of noble friends, then step by step you will go to the escape from suffering. This is the path. That's why at the beginning I mentioned, according to Buddha's teaching, there is a path to escape from suffering. Is it clear? Okay, what is the name of this discourse? Dhamma. Good, very good. Okay, so our great teacher, Supreme Buddha, understood all these defilements in his mind. Very lucky to listen, even to listen to these things. So, may I like to bless you, may you have the opportunity to eradicate all these defilements and to cultivate the association of noble friends and to develop virtue, concentration and wisdom to follow noble eightfold path and to understand Four Noble Truths, and may you have the opportunity to escape from all suffering, mass of suffering, birth, old age and death, physical, mental suffering, from all mass of suffering in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay. So, which series? No, you can go through website. In that website you can download. In English, the sermon. If you are here, you can go through them. Yes. So you can listen. Yes. I think people are listening to those things and then they try to understand the Dhamma of Supreme Buddha. Because today there was a letter from America that person, I think he might have gone through website. Now he is planning to visit here and to know about. I think his name is English person, William, like William, and he said he is planning to visit here to know more about them. Think about the Association of Noble Friends.
Which part of USA?
Chicago.
What's the website?
GautamaBuddha.ca.
GUT6?
Yes, you can write it. Sorry? Okay, if you have any questions, you are welcome to ask, or otherwise we can finish. I think, yes, okay.
What section of the young people retired?
Sixth part.
Sixth part.
Sixth part. It's about 10. Dasakani part. Yes, about 10. So you learn this Dhamma is very, very interesting. Okay, so we share merit, and puja. Okay, again we can share merit with devas and all relatives, and let's ask to rejoice with merit and maybe well and happy. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And let's share with merit with our Loku Swami Master, our teacher. May Loku Swami Master have the opportunity to understand Four Noble Truths in this very life. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And may my noble friends and all the followers and all beings may all beings have the opportunity to understand this Dhamma and to have a peaceful life. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So I am going to bless you. Divadan Sivissa Nityam Vada Pasayino Sattaro Dhamma Vadanti Ayuvannu Sukambalan Ayuraroti Sampatti Sagga Sampatti Mevacha Ato Nibbana Sampatti Innati Samichato Sopatti